This is no longer our battle. I tried fighting you. It can't be done.
Could you really rest for all of eternity, knowing that you had the chance to stop him, but did nothing?
Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Snarist, and I'm here with a continuation of my Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor no upgrade run. And this is part 6, Shattered Memories. And it's another Gollum mission, and we're just going to be camping out here for a little bit in the bushes, just waiting for these Uruks to go by. But this is another fast mission because we're going to follow Gollum to an empty field with a suspicious amount of grog barrels laying around. And we're going to get attacked by ghouls the moment we find the artifact we're looking for, but we unlock the Wraith Flash, which is going to be the only combat sort of move we do. So when you get 8 hits without getting your hit counter reset, then you'll be able to use a Wraith Flash, and the higher up that count goes, like say into the 20s or hit combos, and the big number starts flashing red, then you can use a Wraith Flash and you'll be able to do a much more powerful Wraith Flash. And even though it does do damage to the captains and the warchiefs, it doesn't do all that much. And it's mostly just supposed to be like a crowd control type of ability. Not super useful, but you'll take whatever you can get. And I must say, I actually have a deeper appreciation of games where you play them that are traditionally very easy or a little bit challenging, but you do them with no upgrades, because it really emphasizes just how important certain mechanics are. Like when you become an overpowered badass in this game, you never need to poison the grog barrels, you never need to use like the Shadow Strike, like stun variation of it instead of the Shadow Strike kill. You know, you never feel the need to use this or that, or to use this approach to combat. You never feel the need to shoulder charge, to grapple, or do any of these other things, or do the knockdown for enemies. But you really do gain a deeper appreciation for it when you have no other tools to use but these. And I just want to quickly say as well, I'm pretty sure that most of my commentary going forward, not for this game necessarily, but for other games, is going to get a little bit more unhinged as you start to see more about, you know, my complicated feelings and nuances about the world. And I think it's pretty interesting, because I guess more or less I can save that for the niche games, those sorts of topics for the niche games where they're not necessarily difficult, or they can be, but again, they're niche games, so they only really appeal to me and a few other people. So it's kind of a good way to just sort of vent my frustrations and this and that, and you know, for games that people really care about, you know, games that are reasonably popular even now after all this time, yeah, people don't get put off by the commentary I give, because as much as I think my commentary can be pretty insightful, and it's actually very important to, you know, bring up these things every once in a while, not shy away from what makes us uncomfortable. I do also understand that you can't obsess over it all the time, and even people that do want to know when something is being problematic or woke or whatever, you don't want to keep on bringing it up all the time, because it just gets tiring to hear after a while. You just want to hear about the game itself, and I think that's more than fair. So just keep slashing away at these ghouls, don't worry about your health, you know, you can't avoid them. Just build up your Wraith Flash and go ahead and just ground pound and smash them all, and that's it for the mission.